So I was talking to Twitch chat last night, and they said people don't know about this strategy. Well, definitely got to make a video on that. Nether Spider. And apparently you don't know this strategy, so let's go. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How's it going today? How you doing? Are you stuck on Nether Spider? Did you know this strategy? I just sometimes I hit record and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail, obviously, and that's just how I work. And then I gotta write it down and I gotta tell you about it. Okay, this strategy does work on all floors in the hard Doom Tower, but I'm gonna run this one because it does have a fail rate. So I'm gonna run it on this level here because I think that it would be the easiest showcase for you guys. But I'll show you that we used that team above. It's just hard to get all the abilities to line up. I'm going to cover all of that as well. And I thought everybody knew about this strategy, to be honest. The whole point is to combine Geomancer and Venomage together. Okay, we're going to combine Geomancer and Venomage. It's so hard to put those words in the right syllables together. Those two abilities combine well together. I'm using Leo, okay? But you do not have to. The only purpose of this is, number one, decrease defense, and number two, damage on the waves. That's it. And you actually, the waves are so easy, you don't actually need damage on the waves for this team. You can just use whoever you want for decreased defense as long as you have that ability. That's not AoE. It has to be single target decreased defense, okay? And then two cleansers. Whatever cleansers you want should work, but if they have an A1 AoE, it is helpful. At least one of the two, okay? So like if you get Bad L today from the 10x, right? Then that would be a great one. Other cleansers. Do I have any other recommendations? Sky Touch Shaman would be a great one. I don't actually have her built on this account. Hackhorn would be a good one. Mithrala, if you have her, I think would be fine. Like, whoever is going to remove all the poisons from your team and help you stay alive. Theoretically, I think you could use a Maneater here. I think you could use a Maneater here to help you stay alive as well. But, you know, a lot of people complain they don't have that. Does Achak just blocks? He doesn't actually cleanse. YuGiOh would not work. Don't use her. It could be helpful to have a Vogoth on this team. So, like, if you're having trouble staying alive, put the Vogoth in the last spot instead of Leo, but then you wouldn't have the decreased defense. So I don't think that would work at the highest level, but it would work for lower ones. If you are having trouble on the normal side, you probably just need more damage on the normal side. I can show you my teams for the normal side as well. So let's come into it. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Let's come into it here, and I will explain everything as we go. Now, you can set the AI to auto this, but I would just say to manual it. One of the best resources you have on stages like this is to manual it, because then you are in complete control, okay? And you can see how easy the waves are. I don't have damage on either of those champions, but we're gonna easily clear the waves here. We can do his A2, that doesn't matter, and then just kill them. But we didn't really need that from Leo, right? We were gonna kill them anyway. It just makes it quicker, okay? It just makes it quicker if you have Leo. But you want to save the majority of your abilities for the Nether Spider here, okay? Now, Skathix is in immunity. As you can see, that does not matter. So when we're looking at his gear, you don't want to take that into consideration. He's great in immunity, and I highly recommend that, but it is in no way important. Okay, whoever goes first here, and you want one of your two cleansers to go first here, is going to cleanse the poisons. Okay, now Wither is particularly good. If you like Wither, Bad L, if you get those champions today, then they are excellent for this strategy. You're going to not use your cleanse ability with the other one, obviously. If he lands decreased speed there, great. If not, it's fine. You need to land decreased defense here. And then you are going to burn the spider. Okay? Now, this is the thing, okay? So, Geomancer has that passive. When he has the HP burn, all that damage, part of it's going to be reflected back. Part of it is going to do extra damage. Like, we all know Geomancer at this point, right? What is Venomage's part in all this? Number one, it's an AoE. Number two, it is a heal reduction. So, theoretically, you could have anybody with a heal reduction on the team, and they would work, but Venomage is the best version of this, okay? The whole point is, whenever these counterattacks happen, the spider heals, okay? But we're going to use the counterattacks to deal massive amounts of damage, okay? And so, we have this heal reduction that is going to stop the spider from healing and instead allow us to do tons of damage, okay? So Geomancer is doing the damage, but Venomage is making that happen, and we're going to place that, and now watch this giant chunks of damage come off here. You can see 253,000 damage per War Master proc, but you have to... We got pretty unlucky there. You have to get Geomancer to survive. Okay, I said I wasn't going to cut or edit this clip, but it ended up taking a bunch of runs in order to get everything to line up the right way. Because if anything doesn't go your way, then... like, you have to get literally all the RNG to line up, okay? It does kind of feel like, you know, a little bit taxing at times with this team, but it is a super cool team, and definitely worth your effort. You know, I built this team before I had Drexstar, and if you have Drexstar, then he's probably a better champion to use here than this team. But a lot of people can't make that team work. So I'm here to tell you that this is an option. You just have to get everything to line up the right way. So, just to go over the strategy again and make sure we get everything in here. You want to cleanse first. Okay. You want to heal or not AoE, whatever, if you're not using these champions. You have to land the decreased defense. You have to land the burn. You have to land the heal reduction on the spider. You have to get a bunch of procs. You can see them ticking off here. And then you're going to cleanse with your second cleanser. YuGiOh has to survive. So the spider needs to not crit. Okay, if the spider crits, it's going to be a fail. We're going to heal all of these off. Okay, there we go with a bunch of procs. Then we need an AoE from this person to get enough procs off that we are going to actually kill the boss. We don't want to ever do Scathix's A2 if you're using him. If you're using Scathix, do not use the A2. And then we don't want to kill any of the spiderlings. So all of that has to line up as well. And you can see here, there we go. Okay. That was actually my best run, 26 turns. So that's pretty amazing. And am I hiding damage here? Let me just do that. YuGiOh did 8.2 million, which is all the damage, right? And then Leo did some damage on the waves. So YuGiOh is the thing that makes this work in combination with all of these cleansers, the decreased defense and the AoE from Leorius, and Venomage obviously with the key clutch heal reduction. Also, Venomage's passive is helping us there as well. So let's come in here and, oh, you know what? I wanted to show you, since we are running this on, no, I don't want to buy anything right now, Plarium. Okay, I wanted to show you, since we're running this on floor 60, that this also works on floor 90. It does take, like, just any of these levels take some RNG to get them to line up. And this was the team that I used here, same exact team. Turns taken 30, so about the same. And you can see here under best teams, yep, there it is right there. And I used the same team for the other hard floor as well. I forget what floor number that is, but so I used this same team for all of those. Let me point out my dude Sherapani used the same strategy as well. He just used Brogni and Mithrala, okay, and Vogoth. But the Geomancer and Venomage strategy, that I think the first person, I think the person I saw this from was Soda Dragon. If not, I'm not sure where I got the strategy, but if it was him, shout out to Soda. I think not a lot of people know about him. I don't ever hear people talk about him, but Soda Dragon, yep, he's a good dude, and you know, I think it was him who developed this strategy, but I'm honestly not 100% sure where the strategy came from. Let me flip over to the normal side before we look at the gear. I'm not as high up on the normal side, but let's see what team I used here. I used a completely different team on the normal side. Yeah, we just used Ninja. We used some AoE damage dealers with Leo in order to kill the spiderlings, and then Ninja to kill the spider. So highly recommend that. Any type of like big damage dealer would be good against the Nether Spider. If you kill the spiderlings, and then you can kill the Nether Spider. I used the Man-Eater to keep us alive, but honestly, I don't even think you need him. You could just put whoever you want there, another damage dealer. Any cleanser here will do with Bad L. Bad L's actually not a good one, because when he respawns the spiderlings, then you have that A1 that attacks all enemies. And that's actually a bad thing. So, but still is great here, obviously, with the heals and the revives. And then, like, Septimus would be good. Or, I mean, what teams did we use over here? Let's just take a look what other people did. You could see almost everybody using Ninja, but then, like, single target damage dealers, or, like, just your normal nukers, right? Like, Rubikoi over here, my dude, he just, like, damaged him. Right, Zill up here did like almost like a Fire Knight team, like a Fire Knight arena team almost for this boss. 14 turns, that's pretty impressive. And then I'm all like my dude William over here with the crazy insane roster. I'm not even in the top 10. Okay, well, shout out to my clan. We got some hardcore players over here in this clan. Zamil, love it. The 2-person. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. This is so amazing, the 2-person team. Anyway, so there's tons of teams you can use to beat the Nether Spider on normal. It's usually, if you're having a hard time with normal, it's usually about more damage. So keep that in mind. Just try to build your damage dealers better on normal. Leo's stats, but again, like, Leo's not doing damage, guys. His point is not this. His point is the A1 decreased defense. This is basically 100%, but, you know, obviously something not. And then some type of AoE ability, okay? So that could be a lot of different champions who have that decreased defense on the A1. You know, not gonna lie, I have pretty decent gear on Wither. The resistance does not matter at all. It doesn't matter. The defense and the HP are what matter. The speed, they do need to be fast, okay, but probably not that fast. Let's do, wait. Where's the other person? Aethix. Here you are. I thought I had everybody out of the vault. I threw random people in the vault for shard pulls, guaranteed. Okay, so Skathix, As I said, I have him in immunity, but I don't even have his gloves leveled up all the way. I should definitely change that. But, you know, similar stats here, and the Nether Spider does mess with turn meters, so a lot of times he ends up going first, right? But that's okay. One of your cleansers has to go first. Whatever speed you have to make them, just make one of your cleansers go first. He's got okay stats, you know, it's nothing crazy on him. Like, this is very mid-game gear, very accessible. I haven't changed his gear in a long time. Then we'll come over to the YuGiOh build. Again, like, he just needs survivability and accuracy, okay? And you can see he has a decent amount of speed. Actually, I'm surprised that doesn't... it's because Skathix is in immunity that he can be a little bit slower. That's what it is. And then Venomage, again, not very great gear here either. Just some survivability, just some speed and accuracy. Okay, if you're on the hard side, those accuracy numbers are clutch. But it's really YuGiOh doing all the work, right? So, what do you think of this strategy? Did you know this? Did you know this strategy? Let me know in the comments below, and for everybody who asked me about it, hopefully this was everything that you're looking for, a full detailed guide. Maybe I should flip over to Masteries. We don't have Masteries there. We have War Master and Counterattack Masteries. I actually think proccing Counterattack is a bad thing depending on the timing, so that's another RNG factor. We have pretty much the same Masteries on Skathix, and pretty much the same masteries on Wither, and Leo has more of, an arena build, okay? So, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm MtgJedi. I hope you have a great day, and I hope this helps you conquer the Nether Spider.